I think since after 2019, this is my first visit. And whilst quite a few work was taken up and also worked with the close coordination with the J&K administration, I've never had an opportunity to explain what we have worked together with them. So in this visit, it was an opportunity to talk to everybody, to explain as to what has been done in the last 2 years. And of course, I was very glad to bring in a principal commissioner of IT here. That post is a new enhanced post. And although the income tax department has been present in J&K since 1954, if I remember correct, 54, it has never had a own premises. It has always been on a rented building. And even in that rented building had major difficulties. In 2005, it was considerably destroyed. And therefore now having a own building in its own premises and along with the staff quarters and everything was a major step forward for the CBDT. The CBIC is also in the process of obtaining their own land, building their own building and be able to serve better. So this was an immediate context in which I had to come, launch that building, but also take this opportunity to a lot of these schemes which are implemented by the effective governance of Lieutenant Governor of J&K. I was happy to participate in most of them. Very interesting was the interaction with the women entrepreneurs in Srinagar, and that also gave us a lot of ideas of how best we can further have engagement and also serve them with certain portfolios which banks can bring about. Then in Jammu, of course, today from the morning we've had quite a few interactions, also extending several of the schemes for the needy under the Prime Minister's development package which has come. And both the NABARD and also SIDBI have been actually working together with the banks. Now, post that meeting in the presence of the LG, I've had a meeting with all the bankers and the Reserve Bank representative was also present, essentially to understand from them if they have a plan to expand banking into J&K. They're all present, but is there a larger planning which is being effected by all the banks put together so that in all districts there's substantial presence of the banks, access is given to the common public. In other words, completely democratize banking and financial inclusion so that not any one is left out. And the credit debit ratio of J&K will have to be optimized. So even that meeting happened. Just for your information, although I'm here and although there's so much to say, I won't load you with too much of me giving the data and also the figures. Instead, I will be sharing with you in Hindi and English a complete, what I call an informal, it's not a press release, but a complete data set. It's a docket which will give you everything to do with J&K, what has been the announcements, inaugurations made, how many check and letters have been distributed, then what are the initiatives taken for women entrepreneurs with the data, and again what is the central transfer which has been made both under the devolution and also any other transfers which have been made, उसका भी पूरा विवरण इसमें है. So मैं आपको मौखिक ना बोलना चाह रही हूँ. I'll distribute this in English and Hindi so that you'll at any point of time be able to look at it. And the last page, which is what is the annexure, will give you a complete list of Jan Dhan Yojana में क्या हुआ, प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना में कितना पैसा गया, कितने लोगों को गया, प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना में क्या हुआ, मुद्रा योजना में क्या हुआ, स्टैंड अप इंडिया में कितनी रिकग्नाइज्ड स्टैंड अप्स है, उनको मिला। ऐसे करके इमरजेंसी क्रेडिट गारंटी लिक्विडिटी स्कीम देश भर में जो चला पैंडेमिक के समय एमएसएमईज को मन में रखते हुए, उसमें क्या चला वो सब भी लेटेस्ट डेटा अवेलेबल है। अक्टूबर तक किसी का, नवंबर 13 तक किसी का, सो पूरे लेटेस्ट डॉक्यूमेंट। एंड किसान क्रेडिट कार्ड में कितने तक पहुंचे, नियर सैचुरेशन हो गया है उसमें, और सैचुरेशन हो गया है, उनका बैंकिंग सुविधा जो मिलना है वो भी मिल गए हैं। मैं पूरे इस विवरण को आपको दे रही हूँ। आई वोंट टेक टू मच ऑफ योर टाइम बिकॉज आपके क्वेश्चंस के द्वारा जो जवाब मिलता है आपको सीधा सटीक उसको उपयोग कर सकते हैं, इसीलिए आई डिडंट वांट टू लोड talking about this. We'll have it distributed. In fact, Sarnya, you can have it distributed even now, so that it will be in their hands.